Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Abdullah Khaled, and today I am back with more updates from the new semester. Today has not only been the second day, but a lot of things have happened recently, and I'm very excited to share them with you. To begin, my classes today, in my schedule, there are lead lab and my math discussion session, along with my physics discussion session, but there was no physics discussion today, and there was no lead lab today, which meant the only thing that I had today was my calculus. So that was very interesting because it was a lot different from what I expected from a discussion, a lot more collaborative than I would have originally anticipated. But I think that's good, especially as someone who has to, in the careers that I'm going into or I'm looking into, I would have to communicate lots of very complex, abstract ideas in a way that lots of other people would be able to understand. So getting a kind of hands-on for that early on would be very good. And I'm a little bummed out that I didn't get to go to my other classes today, but I'm also very thankful because that meant I had some time to get some rest in, get some programming in. Because one thing that I would like to pat myself on the back for was figuring out how to self-host NAN. That's kind of something I'm working on for AI and whatnot. I want to see if I can figure out how to get some workflows down. But now that I have it self-hosted, I can see if I can self-host other things or use what I have right now in order to create some starter workflows and really get the ball moving. Speaking of getting the ball moving, this week is showing a lot of promise for the orgs that I'm in, specifically the Flying Club and I5. Right now, I'm working on the I5 Discord server, so that's going to be very cool. We're going to start reaching out to both ROTC and non-ROTC people to get them to come join, which is going to be very fun. I'm very excited to see all the new and old faces. And on top of that, Flying Club and the Rifle and Pistol Club, we are having meetings later on this week to figure out what's going on behind the scenes and hopefully get a game plan down for the semester because I am hoping to make this semester one of the best for all of the orgs that I'm in. So that's going to be something that I like to put a lot of time and energy into. Another thing that I want to put my time and energy into is Longhorn EMS. Since I am medical and I want to go into very high stakes operational medicine, I think that learning how to do EMS type things would be very relevant to what I'm trying to do. Their applications are open, so right now I'm just trying to figure out how to get my health clearances and whatnot and figure out the time and place for those. And once they'll do that, I'll put in my application and it's mostly just a matter of hoping from there. So that's going to be very exciting. It's going to be very time consuming as well, I would anticipate. But I don't think necessarily think that's a bad thing. So far, I've been able to, even if there were bumps in the way, manage my sleep schedule relatively well. I think that's one thing that I'm trying to prioritize, especially since I don't want to have to rely on caffeine or any other form of substance to keep me awake. I've tended to notice I have like a dip in the middle of the day around the afternoon, so that's kind of interesting. I think that's definitely something that I can definitely work around, though. I think if I just keep my mind active, then and keep my body moving, I'll be able to just push through that sluggish period and get to work. Because I feel like I'm very productive very early and very late into the days, which isn't necessarily the best with my new sleep schedule that I'm trying to implement, but is something that I can definitely use to my advantage now that I know about it. So right now there aren't really any like graded assignments that I'm going through since the semester has only just started and we're still going through all the syllabus stuff. That's been very helpful. But one thing I do want to keep up with is my math, since that's kind of like my target area for this semester. So one thing that I've been doing is been using Anki, ANKI, for like flashcards and whatnot to help me get down some of the math refreshers and just make sure that I have all the concepts down where stuff really starts picking up in speed. So that's been very nice, and I'm very excited to keep on doing that and hopefully incorporate more things from different subjects like bio or physics, whatever is relevant, just to make sure that I'm staying above the curve and I don't fall behind with all the other things that I'm doing. So, with that being said, that is all, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.